for being here. Thank you, Facebook community at DeRosa Insiders. Thank you, YouTube. Always love you guys out on YouTube. And thank you, LinkedIn, man. It's huge LinkedIn following starting to kick in around DeRosa and that. So check us out there on LinkedIn as well. So grabbing the copy here. Cool. If you guys want to join me live, man, here's the link. Click that link right there to hit enter. There you go. Nabiku, I know you're watching. Always love having my man Nabiku in the background helping me out. Nabiku, just move that link over to Facebook and over to LinkedIn too, so folks can join us live there as well if people want to come in and chat. Lots of cool stuff going on at DeRosa today, and love to share my thoughts on the market and thoughts on where things are going. We've got a great refinance on the way on DeRosa Capital 11. That's something that's in the works. It's really exciting. Happy to talk to you guys about that. Anybody that joins me live, by the way, we'll send you some free stuff. Send you a free bucket of thank you for coming on live with me. Maybe some free, DeRosa swag, DeRosa freebies, So feel free to hop in. Just gonna click that link right there. That's out there now. I see it on Facebook. I see it on YouTube. And love to talk some real estate shop with you guys. And also, it should be on its way over to LinkedIn. I'm sure Nabiku is moving. There it is. I speak it into truth. And there it is. So click those links to join me live, guys. And that. While I'm waiting on you guys to come on in, what I will tell you is that we're actually seeing more and more deal volume. So what's up, Kevin from Lakeland, Florida? Come on in, man. If you want to click the link and join me live, you're more than welcome to, Kevin. But I appreciate you saying hello either way. We're seeing more deal volume, actually, all of a sudden. More and more properties are coming on. Sellers are getting, I think, to be a little more realistic on what they're open to selling things for, although there's a little bit of a hangover of I want, a year ago's prices today, cap rates from a year ago kind of thing, and just, it's not going to be there. The market's just not there for that now, but there are folks that are willing to take today's numbers. Happy New Year to you, man. Happy New Year to you. And I hope you got lots of big goals planned. By the way, New Year's, if you guys got some goals you want to share, I want to hear your goals so I can celebrate those with you. But absolutely, Happy New Year to you too. Let me pop in to see into Insiders. Lovely StreamYard doesn't tell me who makes comments. It just says Facebook user. So that's Tony. No, I knew that was Tony Brown. Of course, it's Tony Brown. What are my goals this year? Let's see. By the way, my goals are there. You guys will see my goals. That's my goals. Health, JVs, deals, education products, family, God, all that stuff is all up there on my goal sheet. I can get into some of that with you guys if you like for me to, whatever. But you got to go first. I'm not going to share my goals until you guys share some of yours. So getting back to the deals, we're actually seeing, believe it or not, 5-year treasuries falling, and that's causing interest rates on multifamily, interest rates on real estate to start to drop too. So we're actually seeing dropping rates, believe it or not. Rising rates, Chicken Little, sky's falling. Well, everything's dynamic. Things move. Yes, interest rates did go up a lot over the last 6 months, but over the last couple of weeks, they've actually come back down. And so I think that we might see not like a correction on interest rates or see the crazy real estate party that was the last couple of years continue. I hope it doesn't. I hope things really do calm down a little bit and get a little more realistic. It'd be great. It becomes a bit of a buyer and a seller's market, a bit of give and take, crazy. Eric, my goal to purchase and manage my first 75-unit apartment building before Q2. All right, Eric, what market are you shopping? Don't tell me everywhere. Don't give me a state as a market. Give me a specific MSA. If you're not, I can help you get there. But tell me more about that 75 unit plus that you want to buy. Tell me where it is, what markets you want to be in, and I'll maybe give you some insight on that. So, and Eric, that's an awesome join me live conversation right there. If you want to pop in live, but first, I'm gonna talk to my man Jaden here. So, Eric, if you want to pop in live, click the link. I want to help you get some ideas on that 75 plus unit you want to get there. But let me talk to my man Jaden. What's up, man? How are you?
Hey, how's it going, Matt? I appreciate you.
Good, brother. How are you? Do you play the guitar?
I do.
Is that a bass or a guitar or a rhythm guitar?
I listen to some pretty heavy music, so some heavy rhythm guitar. I love it.
It's the kind of stuff I
Yeah.
work out to.
Oh yeah.
Cool. So what's going on, man? How are you? Give me like a New Year's 2023 goal for yourself, and if you want to pick my brain about something, bring it on.
Yeah, dude, I got my goals right here. So I want to
Sweet.
double the portfolio this year. I've got a 4-unit house hack that I closed on last year, so I want to at least double it every year, and that's gonna put me above 250 units by 25, which is the goal. And so again, that's gonna look like a 4-unit plus this year. And then I want 500 followers on Instagram. So on I have an Instagram called Buying Life Back, and it's just a kind of like financial independence real estate thing that I'm trying to add value to people, and so I want to kind of grow that following. I also want to read 24 books this year, so 2 a month. Right now,
Are you at
this one
that velocity? Great book, by the way.
well, so I'm
Are
usually
you at that velocity now? Are you reading 2 books a month right now?
I'm getting there. So this
Okay.
one, I'm on track to finish this one in the first half of the month. So, and this is a
Okay.
pretty thick one. So I'm on track. If I can keep my velocity up that I've been
Let me
doing,
give you a hack.
I'll be in good shape.
Here's a hack a buddy of mine gave me. Okay, so it costs you a little bit more money, but it's going to be worth it because you'll read a lot more books, right? So for the hands-off investor right there, go on to Audible, pick up or go to Bigger Pockets, whatever. They're going to want me to say, Bigger Pockets. I'm going to say go to biggerpockets.com and buy the audio version, right? Then
Right.
listen to the audio with your headphones on while you're reading it, and listen to the audio at like as fast as you can tolerate it, like
Yeah.
1.2, 1.3 speed. Okay,
Mhm.
right? And your brain will absorb it faster because it's coming in faster, but also because your eyes and your ears are bringing it at the same time. You should be able to keep
Mhm.
along with the words in the book. So books are typically 6 to 7 hours on audio. If you go to 1.2, you're dropping that down to 4 hours. And so, yeah, consider putting it on your cell phone, putting earbuds in when you read it, and that may help you get through it faster. And if a section you like comes up, just pause it, break out your handy dandy highlighter, you know,
Yeah.
uh, yeah. So try that. That's what I heard. A buddy of mine read 45 books last year, and that's how he did
That's crazy. So usually I'm right at about a book a month, but then I really
it.
turned it up in last fall, and I think I got
Mm-hmm.
like 10 books in since September. So
Yeah.
I was on a roll there, but those are smaller, but they were
Have
more
you read this
focused
yet?
on some larger multifamily.
Have you read my book yet?
Raising Private Capital, yeah, I finished that one in November.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Cool. I was gonna,
love that.
if you want this, I can send it to you. But just because you join me live, we're gonna send you a thank you package. And one of the options that we offer for thank you is a signed copy of the books. If you want a signed copy of Raising Private Capital, we'll send it to you.
That'd be incredible, Matt. I appreciate that.
Cool. All right. Once we're done, email livesessions@DeRosaGroup.com, and we'll pop you a copy of the book. A few items of feedback. I think that your conversation on IG is pretty interesting. You probably could exceed 500 if you follow some of the hacks on how to boost Instagram, like Reels do much better. Tagging people that have big followers, more than welcome to like take a selfie right now with me here and tag
Yeah.
me in it, and I'll tag you back, and that'll hopefully help you too. So there's some hacks that you could probably add into the low thousands on IG if you really want to focus on it.
Yeah.
But 500 is not five. Yeah, I think you'll find if you really focus on Instagram, like producing like 2 to 3 posts a week. 500 is probably a super conservative goal. Like
Okay.
an aggressive goal probably mean maybe like $2,000 on IG.
Awesome. I realize it's really just a matter of focus and really just sitting down and the content creation and just getting
Regular Regular
Yeah.
content, regular content, you know.
Yep.
Cool. Pop me with a real estate question, man. Give me something I can answer for you. Give me something that you're stuck on, something you want to know, you know, something I can help you with real quick.
Man, I think right now my biggest thing is, and you were touching on it, is deal flow.
Yeah.
Trying to get some deals across my desk. I'm a super analytical person. I get the numbers. I love the numbers, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's really just a problem of getting the deals across my desk to underwrite them, and to see, what we can do with them.
What market where do you live?
So I go to school at in Tennessee Tech, which is Cookeville. It's right in between Nashville and Knoxville.
Okay.
Definitely, it's a smaller market, but it's a market that I understand. But I can see myself going to, anywhere really middle Tennessee, even over toward like Nashville, surrounding areas of Nashville.
How far is Memphis from you?
Memphis is 4 or 5 hours west.
Too far. Okay. Yeah, given where you're at, you need to keep it close to local for now. And Tennessee is a really, really ripe market. I mean, it's just really waking up to a lot of people bringing attention into it. But like somebody told me in Nashville, like there's a 3-year waiting list. Like the big crane that they have that they use to build big buildings and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
There's a 3-year waiting list to rent those cranes. And Nashville has they have a cap on the amount of permits for those cranes you can pull. And so it's not like they don't have enough cranes. It's that the city of Nashville will only allow a few of those cranes up in the air at a given time. And so those permits are 3 years out.
Wow.
Net tech for the city and for the downtown. So for you, are you trying to play student rentals?
That's what I'm doing right now.
That's what you got now? Do you want to keep doing that?
I could see myself continuing to do it. I guess I haven't really sat down and specified that's where I want to go, but I certainly understand it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, okay. First thing we got to do is you need to choose like this market, this type of real estate. This is my real estate avatar. If you don't do that, you'll end up looking at like a 30 unit one day, a piece of raw land the next day, a commercial strip center the next day. You'll be all over the place. Trust me, I was that guy. That was me. And so what I found was that the more niche down I got into what I wanted, the faster I got to where I wanted to go. Right. So just like the reading thing or IG or whatever, it just requires specifics. Right. So my challenge to you, and you're more than welcome to hit me up on Insiders on Facebook or whatever, with an update on where you are with it. I strongly suggest that you, in the next week or so, is sit down and figure out market and deal type. Like get your deal avatar down, where it is, how big it is, who the most likely tenant is. Is it more students? Is it the people that work at the college that is around the corner from the asset that you're buying? And I'll give you one more thing. Don't worry too much about how you're going to finance it. Okay. Don't get into the weeds about oh man, I'm not sure how I can buy a 4 unit or whatever. You'll figure that out. Okay. Just that's what I found too. It's not that, and I'm not being flippant about it or don't worry about the money, it'll come. Don't make the money or how can I make it work in the beginning. Don't make that what stops you. Get really clear on what you want, and the how-to will come in around it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's certainly what I found even with my first deal, which is awesome.
Okay. So market specific, like Greater Nashville market you're in now, maybe 2 markets, But my man Tony Brown, who's waiting in the wings here, I've worked with him quite a bit, and he is the real estate oracle of Omaha. And that, so he's he and I work together a lot. And I'm like, you need to focus on a market. So let's get you niche down on one place. Maybe I say maybe 2, but one place, and specifically what the asset class should look like, what the tenant will look like, and then beyond that, brokers, get realtors, boots on the ground, go visit the market, go drive around the market, map it out, get to know that market like the back of your hand.
Awesome.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Live sessions, plural, at DeRosaGroup.com. Pop us an email there. Give us your mailing address to tell us you're live on Insiders here. My man Nabiku, who's my man behind the scenes, will pop you a thank you package in the mail. Okay.
Absolutely, Matt. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Jaden. Come see me again. And if you think of it, join our DeRosa Insiders community on Facebook and pop an update on how you're doing with those goals. Okay.
DeRosa Insiders on Facebook.
Yep. DeRosa Insiders on
Perfect.
Facebook.
Awesome.
It's a free community, but you can, hey, I was online chats with Matt. This is what he told me to do. This is what I did. And there'll be some banter around it and folks that can help you, maybe generate some more conversations. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you again.
See you, Jaden. Nice to meet you. Tony Brown, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Hey, Matt, how you doing? Can you hear me okay?
I like that logo, man. What is that?
Like that? There you go.
Yeah, I think make that big. Dude, I dig that, man. That's cool. How long you had that for?
For about a year now.
Oh, I've never seen it before, but I like your setup now. With like the thing behind you and the whole thing. Are you a keyboard guy?
Yeah, I do keyboard. Maybe me and Jaden get together and
I know, right?
rock and roll.
So wifey, truth be told, man, wifey got me a really nice piano for Christmas. I like to say Santa wife, right?
Right.
Santa wife got me a nice keyboard for Christmas, and so I'm getting back into learning to play the piano.
And that's what I'm trying to do. My best
So you
friend
get
and
back
I,
in? Okay.
yeah, my best friend and I back in the 80s, we would go to the studio and put together some rap stuff, put together some singing and rap, kind of predated a lot of the famous people doing singing and rap together. So it was
There
fun.
you go.
Did a lot of R&B stuff. Yeah, love
There
it.
you go.
Love it.
It's just like everything. It's just about working the muscle,
Exactly.
Huh. So what are
Exactly.
you up to these days, man? Give me like a big Tony Brown goal for 2023.
My big goal is to hopefully put together a team of people who, you know, to fill up those other three segments, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm pretty good.
Tony's a long-term DeRosa student. We've done a lot of combos together. So Tony's familiar with the four quadrants, the hunter, the brain, the money, and the hammer, and that. So good stuff. So you got to fill them in. Are you coming to the Best Ever conference? And you really should try and get out to Utah to the Best Ever conference in March.
You know what? I'm trying to convince my brother to go because I know
Okay.
there'll be a lot of investor types out there, and I'm trying to get him to be the money.
Yes.
So
There'll be a lot of passive money in the room. There's also a lot of deal flow that happens in the room, and a lot of
mhm,
like you want to try and fill in those quadrants. Me, Hervé, and Justin are running a group presentation at Best Ever, and we're going to be going through the four quadrants, and then we're doing a breakout session, like a partner finding speed round thing, right?
right,
Where it's like, okay, you're a hunter in the southeast, go to that corner of the room. You're a brain in the northwest, whatever. And we're gonna try and do some matchmaking. You know,
okay, okay,
yeah, try and match people up. So I hope you can make it. But me, Justin, and Hervé are all going to be there. And that, little soft plug there for Best Ever. I think they're getting us a affiliate link for discount tickets too. So stay tuned on that.
right.
No, hope you can make that too. Okay, so we want to fill in your seats. When's the last time you went out to Omaha?
Went out to Omaha for Thanksgiving. Went
Oh yeah.
took the wife out. The wife went out for the first time.
What'd she
She's
think?
also a partner, and
Yeah.
she liked the properties. We drove
Okay.
past them, and she's like, okay. So you may know, but that kind of doubled our portfolio. We're up to 21 units now, up from six, actually 8 here in Philly. So we're happy about that.
Yeah. How's Omaha doing so far? You happy?
So far, so good. Yeah, got a really good property manager out there, and she's taking care of things. We got a couple of unit turns, but that gives us the opportunity to bump rents.
Yeah.
And yep, yep,
That's great. That's great. I think you got a diamond there. I think that's a great market. I'm hoping that you can keep scaling out. Are you happy with the broker that brought you the deal and everything like that? So you can maybe try and look for the next one.
yeah. So I actually use some standard residential type folks,
Yeah.
but I am working with a couple others, and actually looking at 21 units out there now. Another building with 7 units. So
Okay.
we'll
All
see.
right.
We'll see.
Okay. Okay. 21. I like that. That's a good number. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it, man. Well, I don't discount the big money that's going to be in the room at Best Ever is going to be like institutional money that'll finance like a 2, 3, 400 unit for you. The 21 unit you can probably knock down, or your brother could knock it down through some social media stuff, through posting on insiders. If you guys get a deal, if you land that 21, my guess is in Omaha, you're probably going to Omaha's what, like 50 to 100K a door, somewhere in there?
Yeah.
Okay. You probably need to raise around 700 or 800, I would think. I believe you can do that. Just given what I know about you, I think that 700 or 800 is not going to be that hard for you and your brother to put together, especially with a track record already out there, you know?
Right.
In that. And I mean, Philly money is tired of going to Philly. So even you got to get somebody to help you raise capital, it won't be that hard to take down. So, good stuff, man. So that's that.
Yeah.
What else you got? Anything else, Tony? Anything else you want to chat about?
No, that's basically it. You know, look, and that's the main quadrant I'm trying to, fill up, is that money quadrant. We can get that. And I was actually looking at your the notes from last week. I saw you got a couple of hammers that are out there floating around. So I may have to bring on some asset managers out of the family here.
Okay, that's always feel free. Mi casa, su casa. And I'm glad you dialed in, because I wanted to just tell you, and I'm telling everybody, but I'm also telling Tony, because we really want Tony to be a part of this program. In that, like, we did the retreat in Winston-Salem. We had 10 folks come up. We converted those retreat attendees into a mastermind. So it's a 10-person mastermind cohort. One person's already not going to make it, or is not going to continue. And I feel like a few others may not want to continue. But I want it to be 10, which means I'm probably going to have 3 to 4 seats, maybe. Open. Yeah, maybe available in the mastermind. So if it's specifically you, because I know I work with you and I like the way you show up, I like the way you execute your goals and you're making it happen. So we want people that are actually doing stuff, and not talking about doing stuff, and that understand our technology, like the quadrants and all that. So we'd like for you to be a part of it if you're open to it. So when I know how many seats I got, I'll give you a call and we can talk more particulars about what it's going to cost and what the cadence and timeline look like and everything. But we had a call at 10 a.m. this morning on that mastermind. So I'd like for you to be a part of it if you can. So anyway, and then we'll probably have a few more seats available. What's that?
I was gonna say that's ongoing now. I'm looking at doing something probably late February into March that we had talked about before.
Yeah.
Well, then let me go back to our prior conversation. You told me to get my books together, which I finally got them together. You told me to hire a VA, so I'm putting together my to-do list, my job description for the VA. And then I'm going to try to bring
never hire somebody with what you want them to do. I made that mistake too, because then they just kind of sit around waiting to tell them to do something,
Yeah.
So good stuff. Okay, that's why I like working with you, because you actually take my advice.
Yeah. And then I'm looking at Spain. I found an opportunity possibly in Spain. So I don't know if this mastermind is going to work, but maybe.
No, February is about, like, the cohort we have now. They're free through the middle of February, and so middle of February is when we would look to be adding new mastermind students. So that may work out.
I think I'm leaving to go middle of February.
For Spain?
Not to stay, but to learn.
No, don't do that yet. That's too long of a plane ride from Omaha. Okay.
I know.
Yeah, but we'll get you there. We'll get you to Spain, man. Hey, Eric Lozama wants you to hit him up. Okay. He might have some ideas for you to Omaha. Maybe he can help you bridge that 21 unit you got out there. So this is what it's all about. But so send him a DM on Facebook after this. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I think I sent him a friend request. I think he accepted it. So yeah, I'll hit him up.
There you go. DM, make it happen, man. Get on a Zoom.
There you go.
I will hit you up more with the mastermind so we can talk about what's possible later. Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Good seeing you, man. Happy New Year. All right.
You too.
CTV.
All right. Bye-bye.
Cool. Good stuff, man. A few comments there. First of all, like, that's what this is all about, right? It's about helping you guys get where you want to go. That's why Insiders is there. That's why it's free. So I got Eric now. Maybe he's going to talk to Tony about, Omaha, about whatever it is they're going to talk about. Tony's going to hit him up. Let's see where that goes, right? A few more things about Eric. You retired from the Army this year, moving to the Panhandle of Florida. Okay, cool. Heard good things. My wife's actually going down to the Panhandle in a couple of weeks to look at maybe an STR deal, a short-term rental deal we're looking at down there, maybe down in Denton, Florida. So stay tuned on that because it's something that we might be putting out there. David, I'm looking to buy my first large apartment building, 40 to 100 units. Love it. Class C value add, preferably in the Gulf Coast area. I'm a Houston native and currently live there. I like that, David. That's great. I've heard good things about. I'm not a Houston investor, but I have some friends of mine that invest quite a bit there. I've also, my advice, David, as I would look up and down the Gulf area, like not just Houston's super hot, it's getting lots of attention because of oil and gas. But guess what? There's jobs all around the Gulf. So I would look down in Mobile, look in Biloxi. I know it's a military town, but it's okay. Look around those areas in southern Alabama, southern Mississippi, even Louisiana, like not New Orleans, but like the upper part of the New Orleans exposure to the Gulf around that way too, and of course Florida too, Pensacola, Panama City. You want to get crazy? Those are all good places too, David. So anywhere around the Gulf region could be good. I've heard good things. Again, we're not active there, so I can't speak much more about it. And I'm kind of just, maybe naming some cities I've heard good things about too. So cool. Guys, quick reminder, if you guys want to join me live, good conversations with Tony and Jaden. But if you guys want to join me live, last call, I'll probably take one more person in. If you guys want to join me live, I can do a quick chat and we'll send you guys a quick bit of swag. Hey, thank you. Tony's already got all our stuff. So Tony, if you want free stuff, let me know. But you probably have all the free stuff we have to offer because you're a long-term DeRosa friend in that. So I'll put it out there one last time to Biku. I'll post a link one last time if folks want to join me live. They're more than welcome to. If not, want to wish everybody a phenomenal weekend, a phenomenal Martin Luther King weekend. Join me live by clicking here. There you go. Who's asking me to meet for lunch? Let's meet for lunch again. I'll bring my brother. Oh, okay, cool, Tony. No problem. Yeah, anytime you want, man. Hit me up. Just give me notice. I'm a hard target to hit, as you know. But I always enjoy breaking bread with you, man. So I'd love to meet your brother. He's got to make sure he's going to be there this time. I think he was supposed to be there last time we got together, and then he backed out. That's okay. But click the link, guys. If anyone should join me live, one last call before I pop out. Sitting down with my wife, with the Liz Faircloth, my wife, this afternoon to go over like 2022 postmortem review. Just like really honing down on some goals that we've already set, and like we've set a lot of our goals for the year. Liz and I have, as you guys can see, all this, all that right there. Okay. I've said a lot of that for the year, but now we're going to get into like the logistics of, okay, this is what we want to do. And this is what I would say to any of you guys, including those that join me live today. How are you going to get there? Right? That's what I want to, this is what I want to do. How am I going to achieve this? So that's what we're going to talk about today is where we want to go and how can we, right? How is this going to happen? So I challenge all you guys to do the same with your goals as well. Nabiku, thank you for joining me. Make sure, as always, being in my background there, Nabiku, please hit up Jaden and make sure he hits you up on getting him a free swag bag. Jaden, thank you. Tony Brown, always good to see you guys. Always good to see you, Tony, and good to be here with you guys live, man. I will see you guys next week. We've got some new guests and some new changes coming up, and maybe even new live shows coming here on Facebook and YouTube coming out. So stay tuned for that too. Awesome stuff, guys. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Happy unity, the voice that he has, the unity of the United States and unity of all people, seeing other people's perspectives, and try and meet people where they're at, not where you're at. So I really appreciate MLK and appreciate that we celebrate that still. And I hope you guys do something cool. A lot of people go volunteer. We're going to spend a day volunteering, my family, for MLK. And that. So anyway, guys, have a great day. phenomenal weekend. Appreciate you guys.